This is the first in-studio interview of 2025 that we've had.
Yeah.
Hunter Metz,
Nice.
dude.
Hey,
Welcome
how's it
to
going?
XYZ, man.
How's it going? I'm happy to be here.
You should be happy. Not.
Wow. Okay. Off to quite the start.
Let me rephrase. Not like you should be happy to be here. Kiss the ring. No, man. I mean, there's so much going on with you. I think it's like, I got the exact statistics. It's like 400,000 streams a day on TikTok with
Wow.
Weathervane.
Yeah.
That's incredible,
It's been
man.
Crazy.
And this is a song that you wrote for your now wife.
Yeah.
Dude, that's such a cool feeling.
It's a songwriter's dream. It
Yeah.
really is.
Hold on till tomorrow, 'cause the rain will come but your love won't change. You'll always be my weather vane.
So, I mean, did you have, and because we were talking off camera a little bit that, Touring's still a little bit newer for you and bringing faces to the crowd and whatnot. Did you, as a songwriter, have a dream to tour and to be your own, musician on stage? Or was it a songwriter passion and you kind of converted?
I think for the longest time for me, it was like hard to bridge the gap between like being authentic and like owning that and then the fear of it not translating.
Yeah.
And so I think for a long time, it was like I would struggle to write songs that I loved, and I would like try and write something that wasn't maybe for me, you know? And then to see Weathervane like kind of resonate and it be the first one off of another project, that feels really true to me.
A deeply personal song,
yes,
no less, too.
yes.
You
It's
haven't
like-
heard it yet. We're going to pretend that you have. But to put it in a too long don't read and tell me if I'm totally butchering this, it's the idea of like love prevails through all different types of storms and whatnot.
Absolutely.
It's not just always the honeymoon phase and whatnot, but true love will make it through all of that, much like a weather vane will make it through sunshine, rain, storms, all that kind of stuff. I've always loved that kind of a concept. We have a friend of ours, Max Schneider, has a song called Lights Down Low. That he wrote a song very similar to you with no intention of it going out. And it was the song he proposed to his wife with.
Oh, wow.
And then now it's one of the songs that he's known for. So I think this might be your Lights Down Low, man. That's
I hope so.
crazy. When you're songwriting, because you've done it for a while, and I do want to touch on the American Idol thing briefly, but when you're songwriting as someone for someone else, are you putting yourself in their mindset, or are you just writing with what feels true to you and then maybe it applies to them, or could it be interpreted by them?
Yeah. No, I think it's hard to describe writing a song. I think like every song is so different.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it just feels like it comes out of thin air and just like is magic. And then sometimes it's a title that might inspire, a moment or a feeling. And I think it's like, I think that's part of the process that I love about it. 'Cause it's kind of like you never know what you're going to get. And there is no expectation. But yeah, you're kind of like just shooting for the moon every time too, which is fun.
And especially fun when it happens for your own song.
Yes. Yeah.
Did you struggle at all going to a show like American Idol and doing so well, making top 10, which congratulations, very deservedly so. But you are, I know how those shows work. You are thrust into the spotlight and you are propped up in a way where it's you either literally sink or swim, but you're also at the mercy of votes and whether someone liked that note that you hit or not.
Right.
They're not taking the time to do the deep dive on Hunter Metz. What does his art look like? What are the lyrics of his songs sound like? Did you struggle at all going to that and then reverting back to writing by yourself at your own terms?
Definitely. I think that is the show and the experience overall was great.
Yeah.
And there's like no ill will towards any of those people, but to me it felt like really short-sighted, where it's like one big first impression.
Yeah.
Where I think like an artist is like a lifetime of work, and it's like a collection of things over time and like stories and life experience. And it's really hard to shove that all into, like 4 to 6 months of a TV show where, you're up there for like maybe 2 minutes or less total.
Not to mention so little of it has to do with actual singing. It's a TV show inherently, right? I'm guessing have not been on a TV set prior to this.
No.
So that's a whole new world on top of that. Benson Boone has a very similar story. He ended up leaving American Idol. He was a favorite, but it was just one of those things where it's like, it's a great springboard, no ill will, but then look at him now,
Yeah.
And it's cool to see that you're kind of following that trajectory where it's like, you got a chance for people to learn about you and learn how incredible you are. But now you get to do things on your terms too.
Yes. And I think that transition was really difficult for me.
Yeah.
And I think it is for the majority of people on that show.
Hunter Metz, dude, congratulations on the success. We're excited to see where this goes.
Yeah,
Thanks
man.
for coming through.
Thanks so much, y'all.